What's up everyone, Chris Record here and welcome to another module inside of the 8K per day formula. This is session 2 where we're going to talk about Facebook spending limits and billing thresholds. Now, most people don't realize that Facebook actually advances your ad spend and you only pay them when the bill is due. So in this session, I'm going to show you my exact 3-step process that I use time after time to getting big spending limits on Facebook so that you can get an advertising budget as high as $2,000, $10,000, $20,000 or even more. Okay, so first of all, let's start with some basic Facebook terms because this often gets confused. There is a spending limit and there is a billing threshold, but they're often both referred to as spending limit. So I want to take some time to be able to explain the difference. The spending limit is designed for you to limit the amount of spending that can happen on your account to prevent spending too much. Okay? For example, let's say you have a campaign that is losing money and you happen to be out of town not managing it. Well, once you reach that limit, it stops. Or another example might be you have an assistant in your office that is running your ad campaigns and you want to limit them to say that they can only spend $1,000 and then you want to review it all and see how it goes. That is a spending limit. Okay, the spending limit is in your full control. It's easy to set. It doesn't require much approval at all. It is for you to be able to restrict the amount of spending that is on your account to make sure that Facebook doesn't bill too much. So that is the traditional spending limit. The billing threshold is the other type of spending limit, but this one is a limit that you want raised over and over again, right? This is where Facebook limits you. So the first spending limit is where you limit your account yourself. The second spending limit is where Facebook limits you to how much money they front before they bill you. So again, it's often referred to as a spending limit, but the technical term is a billing threshold. When your account reaches this billing threshold, then Facebook bills you for your current spending balance on file. Okay, or other words put, your billing threshold is the amount of money that Facebook allows you to spend before they bill you. Essentially, they are fronting you this amount of money to incentivize you to spend it on ads, and then you pay once you hit their threshold. Again, like I said, this is often referred to as your spending limit, but the true term for it is your billing threshold. Facebook starts you off with a very low threshold, and over time, as you make payments, they keep increasing it up into the tens of thousands. In fact, I have friends who have accounts with billing thresholds as high as $100,000, meaning that they can spend $100,000 on Facebook ads before they even see a bill. They can spend $100,000 in a single day using Facebook's money before they ever even have to bill it. And no, their credit was never run once. This is another way to be able to get a loan without having to run your credit. But again, the money is only useful with Facebook ads. If you are brand new to Facebook ads, you're likely going to start with a $100 billing threshold. I've even seen billing thresholds as low as $25. Now, why do they start you off so low? Because they want you to get some experience, okay? That's like Facebook saying that the first $100 is on them and you only pay after you spend it because they're taking a risk on you. There's always a chance that you're going to spend $100 and not pay them. But why is it that they can front you that money? Well, unlike PayPal or unlike a bank, this is just digital currency. It's just kind of made up. They're fronting you money that isn't real. They're basically just running some ads for you, no different than they would run your post organically in the newsfeed. So for them, this is a huge, huge, huge advantage to basically front $100 of ad spend to get you hooked, right? And then once you're hooked, you pay that and then you keep going and you keep paying and you keep going. That's why they're willing to front this for you. But here's where the strategy comes in. You got to realize if they're willing to front you some money for you to spend ads, then you want to create a plan. You want to develop a plan as fast as possible to get to and you can write these limits down if you want, to get to a $750 limit, then a $2,500 limit, then a $5,000 limit, then a $20,000 limit. Now, I must say, and take a note here, that Facebook is always changing these sort of max thresholds for each level, so they're just always going to be different. I have no idea where they're going to be at the time that you're watching this, okay? The numbers might be slightly off, but don't worry about that. The point is that these are kind of like leveling up. These are levels. So again, you start with a small level and then you work your way up to a high level. Facebook won't let you jump straight to $20,000. So a lot of people go in and they try to get straight to 20. They just won't let them.